Welcome. This video shows you how to rename files successfully in Qt Creator without breaking your projects. So let's say I sit down to do one of the assignments for the course. And so I make myself a folder, a new project, and I pick the Chimecta Basic project, and I call this Assign1, and I'm storing it to the desktop. So I go ahead and click through, and it makes me this project, and it creates the file main.cpp. Now, the assignment tells me that I need to name the file for this problem assign1p1.cpp. So I need to rename my main.cpp file to this. The best way to do that is to right-click the file in Qt Creator and do a rename from here. Assign1p1.cpp. Double check it. Spelling, capitalization, all count. It should exactly match that. Or otherwise, when I go to build the projects, your files, it's not the tool I use is not going to find your file, and you're going to get dinged for that. So make sure you've got the right file name. If I do that in Qt Creator, everything will work fine. I can build the project and run it, and it's going to basically find this new file. And the reason it finds this new file name is because when I rename it here, it also updates this project file. And it changed, originally it would have had main.cpp here. It changed that to be assign1p1.cpp. It basically made sure that this got changed in addition to the file name out on disk. Alright, so out here now, I no longer have main.cpp. I've got assign1p1.cpp. Now, let's say I close this project and I never did that, and now I decide to rename this file. So I'm going to go rename it assign1p2. And I open my project. It's now broken, right? It can't find that file. If I try to build the thing, it's going to yell at me and tell me I can't make assign1p1.cpp. I can't find that file. And that's because when I renamed the file out in Explorer, right, the project didn't get updated. Now I could do that here. And so if I edit the project file to match what I did outside the program, all of a sudden it magically appears back here in the sources, and I can build the program successfully. But that's kind of fiddly, and it's much easier to just rename the file from inside the project. Another important detail is every program that you write should really be a different project. Now, if you're just testing out some random code, it's fine to just kind of copy and paste new chunks of code in here and just throw away stuff that you've been using if you don't care about it anymore. But if I'm writing two programs, like for assignment 1, I'm supposed to do problem 1, and then I'm supposed to do problem 2 and call that one assign1p2. So first of all, let's rename this and pretend that's my first problem. I don't want to add the second problem to the same project. You can add additional files. For now, you're not ever going to want to do this. So I could tell it, hey, I want to add a new C++ source file, assign1p2.cpp. And then I could go write my code for this problem. But if I go build this, I'm going to get this error because I've got multiple mains. Each project should only have one main function, should really only have one program. And here I've got two separate programs. And so when this is not allowed, I'm never going to be able to get this to work. Alright, so I'm going to remove this file from the project. So this is just going to be my project for problem 1, and then I'd go make a separate project. So go back and just do assign 1, P2, or something like that. And for this one, right, I'd rename the file, and this will be my second problem. And world 2. All right, if I've got multiple projects open, once again, whichever one is bold is the one that's going to run. So right now, if I build and run, I'm running problem 2. If I want to go back to this one, I need to set it as the active one. And now, doesn't matter what file's open, the file that's actually running is the one that's a part of this project. So probably easiest just to work with one at a time. I'll close this project and just work with this one for now. I want to go back and work on the other one. Great, I'll close this project and go open up my first project.